Hello, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday? I gotta double check because seriously, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. See, sometimes some star seeds really don't know what day it is, and honestly, so many people that I am around do not even remember what day it is. So happy Wednesday, you guys. How are you? Beautiful morning or beautiful afternoon to you. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water. Oh, my green glass. Which, by the way, has some salts in it, which is super, super important for grounding and getting back into your body, especially if you're so high vibrational. Okay, so a lot of us are in our crowns and in our third eyes. Okay, so these salts, what is this? These Elemental Labs Recharge Electrolyte Drink Mix. So these help definitely ground me and makes me feel definitely 1,000 times better. Let's see if you can see this, you guys. So this is what I just put into my drinks. So like my water, I have just like a pint of water and I put these salts in there, and they honestly help me so much for grounding my energy and letting that allow to come down to my bodies, allowing for my waters to absorb that beautiful, great energy that I have flowing through, y'all. So happy Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday, but I definitely had to look at my calendar. And Grand Rising. This is my first live stream where I'm actually in the morning. And I kind of am digging this energy, the solar energy around me. I don't have to use my crazy big lights. So this is awesome. So if you guys are watching me live, I would love to know, where are we connecting the grids? Where are we all at? Where's all of our star seeds connecting the grids on the Starseed Mystery School? Go ahead and drop that below. And of course, anytime something resonates, I would love for you guys to either put that star or the sparkle emoji, because that is totally my emoji. So if this resonates, please go ahead and do so. So, and what I love to say is my disclaimer for every live stream that I go on, and that is to let everyone know that this is a disclaimer to all viewers and all of my subscribers on my channel. The more people waking up, the more 5D consciousness is integrated into our collective consciousness timelines. The more we come together through unity and community, the more we can fulfill the New Earth prophecy. It is a collective effort. This is the reason why I am a galactic emissary and a leader for soul growth and evolution and power back to our people. So use discernment in all that you absorb throughout the day, and let this live be an exercise for your discernment. So heart open and discernment levels on, y'all. And I love to have that discernment so you guys, that disclaimer so you guys understand, like all of my live streams, they have an intention. So the intention behind every single one is to better help people understand their soul growth and evolution, okay? From raising your consciousness. So if you haven't downloaded my free ebook, definitely get on that right now, because that's going to help you every day, okay, on raising consciousness. So this is something that I have put on myself, and I'm doing my own 30-day challenge, okay, you guys? So like I'm talking about my 7 days of 7 ways to raise your consciousness. I am actually doing that, okay? So for these 30 days, I'm going to be implementing all 7 of my 7 ways to raise your consciousness into my life within these 30 days. And so along the way, I'm going to be doing these live streams so you guys can see the progression and see how much I transform. And it's all about transforming. Every single moment you go onto your spiritual awakening and your ascension, you are transforming so much, like beyond linear timelines. And the more that you embrace it, the more you surrender, and the more that you follow and connect the dots to your spiritual awakening, the more of these quantum leaps and spiritual milestones you're going to have. So for me, I was definitely called with this full moon is to have detox. These past couple of full moons have said to do some detox, so physical detox, mental, emotional, everything. If it's a physical detox needed, that means all levels are needed of detox. So when these detoxes, when you initiate yourself to these detoxes and you actually do them, these are the spiritual milestones that are going to be integrated into your reality, upgrading yourself to a 5D version of you, a physical 5D version of you, and also a physical 5D reality of us, right? So my 30-day challenge, you guys, is to do these 7 days or 7 ways to raise your consciousness in 30 days. Okay. I'm going to be doing this every day. So what I'm doing is I'm waking up, okay, as soon as I'm able to, okay, every single day is different. So I have to get my son ready for school. Most of the time it's when he's at school is when I'll go ahead and I'll meditate, okay? So I'll do my meditation and I'll do my journaling, and a lot of the times I do them both, but I always set aside a moment for me to meditate. And then I set aside a time for me to journal. But sometimes if I'm journaling, okay, I have a reflection question, I go back into meditation, okay? And so when I go back into the meditation, that's great. So now we're utilizing 1 and 2, how to raise our consciousness, right? And then, okay, we have the 3 steps to the raising consciousness and physical movement and so much more. So I want you guys to download that ebook if you haven't already. And if you feel called to, okay, this will help you better level up, soulful quantum level ups. If you decide you want to do this 30-day challenge with me, okay, it's free. You just have to start right now if you want to. I'm already 3 days in. And here's the thing, you guys. I already messed up on day 2, okay? Day 2, I did the 7 ways to raise our consciousness, but I didn't go live, okay? And that really disappointed me. But you know what? Today is a new day and I'm starting off fresh. That's why I'm doing it in the morning. And you know what? I really love the energy in the morning. So that's what's great about these 30-day challenges is like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just do it to the next day. This is something to realize. So for me, this is something to reflect for me. So I highly invite you guys to do this 30-day challenge if it's something that you resonate with. So and join me. I'm on day 3, so you can either start day 1 right now or whatever. Okay. So now let's get into our live. But before I do, some more of my salt waters. All right. So I went into meditation and Spirit, I said, Spirit, you know what? What do I need to do a live stream about, right? Because I'm going to be doing one every single day. So Spirit's like, why don't you talk about some clairsenses? Like help people better understand these clairsenses, right? So we have these clairsenses, okay? We have all of these clairsenses. There's more than the 4 I'm going to address, but we have primary. We have primary clairsenses. So what are clairsenses, okay? Clairsensory, okay? Psychic ability is what this is, okay? Your psychic abilities. So this is really interesting because every human being on this planet has clairsenses. Just these beings are not awakened to it. And some of us have fully our clairsenses come online, okay? When they come online, you will realize that we actually have all of their clairsenses, just like we have all of the doshas when it comes to figuring out what doshas we are for Ayurveda. Because the thing is that we all hold a certain amount. We just have a unique balance of what our clairsenses are. So we have our primary clairsenses based on our own self. We have our secondary clairsensory ability, and we have our tertiary. And then we also have our 4th. Okay, so what I really like to help people focus on is better become aware of our top 3 primary clairsenses. So, before we even talk into clairsenses, let's talk about our own sensory abilities that we have right now, okay? We have 5 senses, okay? We can see, we can smell, we can touch, okay? We have all of these 5 senses, right? And so the thing is, when it comes to the spirit realm, when it comes to feeling and becoming aware of the energy that is non-physical, okay? we are now describing our clairsensory abilities. So there's 4 primary that we're going to talk about. The first one we're going to be talking about is clairvoyance. So a lot of us hear this a lot all the time, clairvoyance, like psychics are clairvoyants, or some people have like as their title as a psychic medium, clairvoyant. Okay, so clairvoyance is the ability to see energy. Okay, so there's all of these different levels. Okay, it starts off at the very minimum level where you can see auras. This is where it starts, where you, if you want to tap into your clairvoyance abilities, which everyone has. But this is up to you, you guys, okay? If this resonates, if clairvoyance is something that like, oh, I really, really want to get into, okay, there's a reason for that. Or the other ones that I bring up, if there is something that resonates, that means you have that ability. It's one of your primary abilities. So if you desire to learn more about clairvoyance, you either have clairvoyance as a very primary clairsensory ability, or it could be that it is one of your least abilities that you have to refine in this life. So if that makes sense and this resonates, let's go ahead and continue. So clairvoyance, right? We hear a lot about this with psychics and mediums. So first of all, like I said, we can go ahead and start to see auras. Okay, we can see auras off trees, plants, people, animals, and just start looking of like outside of, if you start to look at my face, like you're focusing on me, right? But you have my background, but we have an in between. So you see that line of communication that is in between me and my background. Well, that is where you want to, where the focus, the receptacle, the eye receptacle divisions within your own systems, your own physical systems, that's where you would focus, okay? And, or if you're like me, my peripheral vision is very strong. So I don't necessarily need to be my eye receptacle divisions focused on the line of communication between my physical vessel or my hair versus my virtual background. Sometimes because of the fact that my peripheral is so strong, I could be looking at something else, but my peripheral is focusing on the line of communication. So if you focus on this line of communication between my hair and the virtual background, you will better understand that this is where the clairvoyance, where your clairvoyance can become online. And how we turn our clairsensories online is just by exercising them every single day, just like if we were to exercise a muscle, just like I described 2 days ago in my live. So that is a way to better understand if you have clairvoyance that you want to turn online, or if it's something that, you know what, I already see it. And this is just an awareness and a confirmation for you to go ahead and exercise that clairvoyance. So let's go ahead and take a sip of water. All right, so clairvoyance for me is, I would say, see, the thing is because I've gone onto my spiritual awakening for a few years now, and it's just been such a catapult. What's really interesting for me is I'm very, very young, but all the soul family that I come in contact with are all older than me. They're all 10 years older than me or more. Okay, I have yet to meet soul family that I'm doing mission work with that is my age. So I'm very like a unique situation in my reality when it comes to my spiritual community and my own soul family. So because of that, the reason why I wanted to say that is because as I go through my spiritual awakening and my ascension is actually very, very at a very an exponential velocity rate. It isn't at it. I cannot speak. See, this is the thing about linear words and how the quantum data processing centers operate. It's like this goes faster than what my physical vessel and this dimension can hold. So with that being said, my ascension is accelerating at an exponential rate to where I am able to see and better understand my mystical division, my higher self, my planet location, and even the soul identification of myself. So these are all different, higher versions of soul recognitions that you are going to better understand and realize. But because I'm on a certain level in my ascension, my clairsensory levels are definitely intensified. So at first, for me, my clairvoyance wasn't didn't come online as much. But now my clairvoyance is very strong, but so is my clairaudience, and so is my claircognizance. At first, it was really my clairsentience that came on super, super strong. But clairvoyance now is very strong because of the fact that I understand my mystical division. My mystical division is a serpent of light. Okay. So all of us, every human being, we have a mystical division to us. So if you think about Guardians of the Galaxy, that's legit star seeds on this planet. The more that you awaken and you become online to your star seed DNA, the more that you're able to rediscover your mystical divisions. Okay. So for me, I was able to rediscover my mystical division. So when I'm able to rediscover and better understand who I am on the mystical side, the better I can connect my higher intelligence to my physical human vessel. And so that is why, like, as a star seed, for being a healer, it's really, for me, my galactic healer abilities that is really coming online, that I'm supposed to be helping individuals better understand. So with clairvoyance, the reason why I wanted to talk about the mystical division of myself is because I'm a light serpent. My eyes have these scales to where, okay, now that I better understand my mystical side, my clairvoyance becomes more online and intensified. Okay. So if you resonate with certain animals, it goes beyond your spirit animal. It is truly the animal that which you are. So for star seeds, okay, we are of a galactic origin, meaning, okay, this human suit is of Earth. This is of an Earth species. So the star seed understands, or is on the path to understanding, that our galactic DNA and our galactic origins is not of like this human suit, This is just something like of a beautiful thing that we're wearing to come onto this planet to help evolutionize humanity, right? Hi, Tina. What day is it, right? See, you totally understand. Thank you. Shelby, do you have a link for those? The salt you put in your water. That is a really great question. If you DM me, I'll have you in my messenger and I'll go ahead and send you that, because I don't have it, but I do get it in town, in my local town, at the jujitsu spot where my son actually and his dad actually go ahead and train there. But I will go ahead and get that to you. This is really, really, really helpful because I'm always in the cosmos, I'm always in the stars, I'm always in space, and it helps me ground. It gets my water back into grounding formation. Yep, water is my jam. Hola, Commander. All right, so interesting. This is why. Okay, perfect. I don't even need my my assistant, because sometimes we get some of those what's it called? Some of those negative viruses. Sometimes when the light is so bright, sometimes it attracts negative viruses. So that's why it's important to protect your energy, protect your e-fields. So when I go live, I actually have my team go on with me just in case I have some of these little dark entity forces that try to come in. But what's great about my StreamYard is I'm able to go ahead and block these negative forces beforehand or without even needing my assistant. So amazing. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get into clairaudience. This is something that is super strong, that's been coming online for me more, but this is something that has always kind of been with me since as a child. Okay, so my clairaudience has actually changed over time, but let's get into what clairaudience is. So with clairaudience, you guys, clairaudience is the ability to hear energy. Okay, so you're able to become aware. You have like radar in your ears. Okay, for me, I've got radar in my ears when it comes to XT1000s, okay, spaceships. So these clouds where I'm at in Montana, these lenticular clouds, man, they are beautiful and they legit all look like spaceships. So when Commander Andrew Weston, a part of the Ascension School, you can go ahead and find him on YouTube at Unified Ascension, where he has his Ascension schools every morning, but this is for the highly, highly advanced soul, the soul scholar who is on their mission to ascension. This is for the really, really advanced. But anyway, so I listen to him every morning. And so he was talking about how these clouds, every cloud is a spaceship. Okay. And so that resonated with me so much. And I started to become more aware of these spaceships in the clouds. And I started to understand, wow, my ears, they pick up when a spaceship or an XT1000 wants me to understand and become aware that they are here, okay? That they're scanning me, that they're checking on me, my star family, okay? So clairaudience, become aware of it. For me, my clairaudience is online to space anomalies. And before, when it came online, it would become aware of just energy around. So here's the thing is, how you can exercise your clairaudience is by better understanding the density, okay? The density in which you are walking into, or the density in your home, or the density of in which your e-fields are at right now, okay? When you shift into a lower density, your ears will feel it. But you want to set the intention that your ears will hear it, and you want to activate your clairaudience. So how do you activate your clairaudience, right? For me, I was like, who can activate my clairaudience? You can activate your clairaudience, right? So the thing is when you activate something, you are consciously, okay, with your words, you are intentionally speaking, but you are consciously within your body turning on that light, turning on that clairaudience, turning on that psychic ability in which you hold, okay? So clairaudience is something that is super strong for me and for a lot of individuals, okay? So for you, if you are sensitive, if your ears are sensitive, even to temperature, my ears are extremely sensitive to temperature, that I always have to be like, my home always has to be really warm. And here's another thing that's better understanding my mystical division as a light serpent, because a serpent, right, is cold-blooded. So it needs to be in a warm environment. So out here in Montana, it shifts like wild. So in my home, I need to have it at a warm environment to where all of my systems are in balance. So this is important, you guys, that I'm sharing my information, my personal information with you, so you can better understand yourself. So now you can think, oh, no, I'm always cold, or I always need a temperature cold. Well, there's a reason, okay? There is this thing where I was watching Wolverine, right? And there was this Japanese woman who said, there is not nothing without purpose. There is not nothing without meaning. And so that is super strong and very important to better understand, you guys, is that every single thing that happens within your reality, either within, in here, or outside of your reality, has a meaning and a purpose, okay? So is that meaning, are we in a karmic cycle, or are we healing that karmic cycle? So as we go through the spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension, it is all about healing the karmic cycles, healing the old programs and the old wounds, so we can upgrade our own human systems and our own human bodies to the 5D versions of ourself, right? So clairaudience is very strong for me when it comes to space anomalies, but for some people, it can really just be your clairaudience is able to pick up on the density, or even mystical divisions like fairies. When I'm in Mount Shasta, that's when my fairy division started to activate, where I can feel the different energies in the forest, you guys, okay? So going out into nature will actually help you get all of your sensories back into balance and fully open and activated, to where you can go ahead and practice the clairaudience, practice the sounds. Can you hear and feel the vibrational shifts when you move? Or, okay, now you're at this location and now it's a different vibration. Or now you're in this location and you've just entered a vortex. You just entered another natural portal. Okay, which in Mount Shasta, there's all of these portals, and on the mountain herself, which I've been taken to some of these portals, and where you can feel some of these energies. So Mount Shasta is very strong when it comes to activating all of your clairsenses. So I will actually be there in the spring equinox, where I will see some of my soul family, and I'm so excited and so honored to see all of us there. And that is coming up so soon. So March 3rd, and then I'll see you guys on the 18th. Oh my God, in 15 days, you guys. I'm so excited. In 2 weeks and a few days. Happy dance. Happy dance. All right. So now we have gone over 2 out of 4 of the clairsenses, right? The primary. And the next one I'm going to go over is claircognizance. So before we do, let's take a sip of water. Okay, claircognizance. Claircognizance, and the word cognizance alone, okay? Cognition, something that we, cognitive abilities, cognitive development, this is something that happens in childhood where the cognitive abilities are starting to become online. They're starting to utilize their human abilities and their body and their skills, okay? Being able to connect and understand all of the systems that we are. So that's what we teach our children when it comes to school, when it comes to childhood. Well, when it comes to claircognizance, it's better understanding, these downloads that come through. And for me, it comes in downloads. And I don't know another way to describe it, but you have to think of yourself, if we're energy, if we are quantum, if we are multidimensional beings, we are supercomputers. So we've always heard the term, oh, the human is the most advanced technology on this planet. That's absolutely right. But we have to unlock these light codes. We have to unlock these versions. So that's what the ascension is, okay? So with these downloads, we have to think of ourselves as a computer. So when we have, just like me talking, this is channeling, this is cognizance, okay, coming through. This is just downloaded information coming through to my hardware systems. I'm at a certain vibration where I'm able to pick up certain knowledge and wisdom of higher intelligence. And that is because of claircognizance. It is just a knowing. So these knowings come in downloads, in forms of downloads for me specifically. And for how I help people better understand claircognizance is sometimes you just don't know why or how it got there. You don't know the linear timeline of how that information got planted inside of your systems, but you just know, you have a full-blown knowing inside of the heart. The heart recognizes this knowing and this intelligence. So the claircognizance is very connected to the heart, because the heart is what is knowing, okay? The heart is what's connected to the higher self. And where the third eye is to see the envision of the higher self, but the heart is truly the generator and is the judgment, the discernment, okay? And also where the ego is as well. So claircognizance, this is very big and very powerful. But this is in every human being, okay? And it's just up to you if you want to go ahead and start to bring that online within your reality. Because the more that we come online to our clairsenses, you guys, I mean, the more that we are mastering our energy, we are mastering our supercomputer self that we are, the more that we're integrating our intelligence into our physical vessel. And so the last one that I want to share with you guys is the clairsentience, okay? Sentience. Yes, I spelled that right. Clairsentience. So clairsentience, okay? So sentience, we're all sentient beings. You know why? Because we feel, okay? And also too, because we are energy. If we were not energy, we would not be able to feel. So it's just becoming aware of the energy that we are. So clairsentience is something strong in a lot of star seeds that are just a natural. It's just a natural ability that we have where we feel with our body. And with our body is where the energy is actually becomes aware, where we become aware of the energy around us. So if your body just feels like, oh, this doesn't feel right, the energy within this room just doesn't feel right, that is your clairsentience, your intelligence telling your physical vessel these information. But it is up to the ego, right? The discernment levels and the heart and the higher self to work together to decide, am I going to listen to my intelligence or am I going to listen to my ego? Because the ego will tell you, oh, no, it's nothing. It's just this, or that. But there's a reason that the download comes through, this claircognizance, but the clairsentience is where it's felt, where it's monitored. And it's up to you where you want to go, okay? What direction, what experience do you want to take? So the clairsentience is actually a great way to exercise when you are trying to learn about manifestation, because your body knows. If your body doesn't feel right, it is not in a 5D reality. Because what we want to manifest is just getting out of the 3D And in the quickest, most simplest way, as I like to just say, is from 3D to 5D, which we hear all the time. And it can be outplayed a lot and used a lot, but it's really the quickest way for human vibration to understand that, whoa, we are not linear. We are multidimensional. We are infinite beings. And how do we get into those infinite powers? Is better understanding our clairsenses, y'all. So, you guys, I went over the clairvoyance, which a lot of us know, but we all have it inside of us. We have clairaudience inside of us. Okay, we can monitor, and we have radar in our ears of energy. Okay, when energy passes through, or when energy wants us to recognize it. Then we have the claircognizance, where downloads. Just, I don't know how I know. This is just how I know. Or this is not, I don't know how I know. I just know, right? I know you guys, a lot of starseeds have those moments. And then the last one I shared is the clairsentience. So the more you guys, you better understand what the clairsenses are of you, the better that you can understand yourself, the better you can understand and manifest the life that you want, right? It's all about, the thing is when we go through the spiritual awakening, it is to truly wake up to the true self of us, to better understand and fulfill the true mission and purpose in which we came here for. But before we get to that, which is Dharma, the mission is Dharma. We have to release and heal the karma. We have karma to get to Dharma, okay? So I talk a lot about this, and I help people better understand this in the Starseed Summer Retreat. So this is the ultimate, I share this as like the ultimate empath vacation, to where you're out in Mother Nature in the perfect summer weather ever with me. But I also help you better understand how to get your life personally out of the 3D into more 5D versions of yourself. Because here's the thing, you don't just drop into your miracle $1 million life. It's definitely an ascension process. So how we do that, you guys, is by doing it together through community and by helping each other out who have been there, who have experienced that. So Spirit has guided me to go ahead and create and open the Starseed Summer Retreat for any and all starseeds who want to come and who resonate, okay? Because this is really going to help shift our abundance, better understand how abundance happens to us, because we are mastering our energy, because we are always manifesting every single day, y'all. So get into your clairsenses, all right? And lastly, I'm going to go ahead and do some card reading pulls. Oh, yeah. So let's see. I'm going to ask you guys, whoever is on right now, go ahead and type in the comments. Do you want the Starseed Oracle or the Lightworker Oracle? These two totally came out to me. So which one, you guys, are we going to do? Starseed Oracle or Lightworker Oracle? Y'all let me know. Hello, Tina. How are you? All right. So let's see. Drum roll, please. What are we doing? And let's go for the Lightworker deck. All right. There it is. We're going to be doing the Lightworker. All right. So let's see. Spirit, higher self. What does the collective need to hear right now? Obviously that. Cleansing the cards. It felt so good. All right. Let's see. Mama Gaia, Source, and Higher Self. My Holy Trinity. What are we doing? What is we gonna talk about? What is the collective need to know? You let me know, and I will channel you. Yup, that's right, Dina. Lightworker. Oh yeah. All right, all of these ones, I guess. Oop. Okay, you guys, this is super strong energy, because I was literally just saying how I have been pulling divine masculine cards like crazy, okay? And so the first card that I pulled up is card number 10, Power of the Divine Masculine. But the thing is, y'all, I've been getting this card so much, I really need to just read. Okay, legit read. Like Spirit's like, no, this time you need to just read it because you've gotten it pulled so many personally. And when it comes collectively multiple times, just read it. There just needs to be more that needs to just be said. So, okay, this has been coming in strong. Card number 10, okay? Power of the Divine Masculine, okay? An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline, and focus. It's time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. Can I get a hallelujah? This is so true because this is all I've been working through is stagnancy and just this energy and really trying to take more action initiation. This is so strong for me. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on this physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable. And here's the thing, you guys, that I have to add to this. Believe your success is inevitable because here's the thing. There is a reason why. There is a reason why. The claircognizance of that idea, the claircognizance, the download of that dream, okay, is here for you, okay? There's a reason why it came through the crown, through the third eye, and why you must speak of it. It is all coming into fruition. You have to use all of your chakras when it comes to manifestation. So let's get into that a little bit. So the idea comes in the crown. The ideas come from up here. Woohoo! That's where I'm always at. I'm always in space, in the cosmos, talking to the higher realms. I'm always up here, okay? So here's the thing is the third eye is the vision of the envisioning of the timeline that we are creating. What is it that the timeline that I'm creating right now, right? And so now we have to speak it into existence. Speak it into existence using our voicing grid patterns, because remember, our words, our vibrations are healing. So when we speak it into existence, it is more into the physical reality, okay? It is in the ethers now, and it is now just about the process of creation. So now it is in the heart, okay, the center of creation. So now where we are going from the ethers, it is in the ethers, the vibration is there. Now it is time to bring into the physical. So always the heart is the generator. That's why we always have to keep center in our intentions in what we're doing every single day. And then we've got our solar plexus. This is our life force energy, our own life force energy. So it is important that you go ahead and do and initiate yourself. You take the actions to do these tasks for these desires to come to manifestation. And then we have the womb, the sacral. This is the life force creation, you guys. This is where things come into creation. This is the birthing of the creation. And then the root. That's the birth. That's the birth in the portal of your manifestation, okay? So be open. Lakshmi energy is coming in strong today too, which I was doing the Lakshmi mantra yesterday, and I had the Lakshmi mantra on all morning, just all around while I was doing my 7 ways to raise my consciousness, right? So I'm going to go ahead and continue on to this. The divine masculine in you, knows when to accept and when to say no to a belief, fear, habit, person, or situation. This divine masculine energy exists within all men and women. It relies in the spirit and responds in time when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice and priority setting, which this new moon in Virgo was telling us, okay, we need to get our priorities in straight, okay? Realign those priorities. It refuses to be distracted and keeps you from being dissuaded from your life purpose. The divine masculine is growing within you now. It is the spiritual light that reveals the truth without filters or veils. Ooh, let this energy clear distractions, demands, and drama for your life now, okay? Woo! The divine masculine overcomes procrastination. So strong, okay? Then the inner lights, okay? Misogynist will fall away as a new, empowered, divine masculine asserts itself within you. So what this is calling us to do right now, you guys, is to activate the divine masculine within us. So it's saying, if y'all can do a ceremony right now or today, I would be doing a divine masculine ceremony within us today, because this is going to be the initiation. This is the take action that we need, that you need, okay, within your life. That's why you're listening to this. That's why you are listening to the card reading of the day, because there are things that need our energy, that need our time and focus. But what are we going to use our time and energy and focus on? The divine masculine within us is going to help us do that, but also better understand what are those priorities. So the number 3 is coming in strong right now. So there's 3 priorities that you need to actually realign more. The more that you can see these clarity, the three pillars of the priorities, this is going to make you a strong foundation for what needs to be coming to fruition in the spring and what's coming up with the spring equinox, you guys. Card number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Ooh, let's see. Let's see what Hilarion and Raphael want to say to us, to the collective. That is so strong. I can definitely feel some strong energy coming through this. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. This is 100% so true. Guidance and healing, inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Masters Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. They are assisting us and initiating us and inviting us, all 3. They're giving us the push and giving us the help that we are going to be needed, the nurturing that we are needed, as children of the light. We always need, the parents, spiritual parents, to help us, guide us on this way. And so Ascended Master Hilarion and Raphael want you to understand this and help you to understand that you are really here to wake up these gifts, and you are here and supported and guided as far as the leap into your ascension as you desire. Okay, so they are here for you, but definitely take action. Do those 7 steps every single day. The meditation and journaling, the first 2, is so important. Journaling and meditation every day is going to keep you clear. Okay. Card number 30, the Dark Angel. A lot of us are experiencing the dark night of the soul right now. Okay. But also too, what that is telling us, why we are going through this dark nights of the soul, is to balance out the shadow within. That the dark within us is not bad. It is a time for evolution. It is a time for growth. Is it a time for rest and rejuvenation, to get back into that birth creation, back into that ground point, that center point 0, okay? The Dark Angel is to let us know that we are both dark and light, and we are here to rebalance. But the light always wins. The light is the activation, because the dark has been too imbalanced within our own systems and within our own reality and within our own world, obviously, for too long. So that's why the light is so strong and is really coming through this planet and your reality, and today stronger. So remember, you guys, the Dark Angel wants to tell us that the dark is not bad. Your dark, your shadow is not bad. It is here to help us grow, okay? The yin and yang of self. And the last card, you guys, Divine Talents, card number 39. Now is the time, Starseed. Now is the time, beautiful soul, is to manifest these to come to fruition. If you already know that these divine talents are online, it is time to manifest, making them your abundance, creating portals of abundance from your divine talents, okay? So you are so protected. You are being initiated and invited by your spirit team, and especially your higher self, to go ahead and dive into those divine talents. But here's the thing, we got to get clear. And how do we get clear? Journal. What do I want? What do I really want? Okay, how vague that sounds, get as specific as you can. Start off with the vagueness and get specific. When you have answered the question, what do I want? Now answer the question, what do I not want? Okay, write those down. really, really important when it comes to manifestation, because I'm really here to help people better understand manifestation and money and mastering your energy. Okay. Those are the 3 M's that Spirit has been telling me to go ahead and share more about, because Saint Germain, he shared with me the 3 steps to the healing process. And we can utilize the 3 steps to the healing process with money, manifestation, and mastering your energy, because you need all 3. That is the foundation. Okay. The strongest shape in the universe is a triangle. Okay. The strongest foundation is 3. So you really, just like with the card readings, we have to prioritize those top 3 things. What are those 3 things in our life that need our attention the most? So I hope this helped you guys. Yes, I love Lakshmi too. Lakshmi energy coming in strong today, and definitely yesterday, and just within this whole energy of what's going on within the days, whatever is going on today in the astrals and the stars and the planets. So I love you guys. And if you have any questions at all when it comes to your awakening, when it comes to clairsenses, you definitely know where to find me. And also don't forget too, I want to plant a seed into your consciousness to come to the Starseed Summer Retreat. Because again, it is a way for us to fully reset, get that full Mother Earth nature rebalance. Okay, but we're going to be feeding our souls and our bodies with the perfect nutrients that is given from locally sourced foods and meats from Montana. And seriously, like, why I wanted to do this retreat in Montana is because my 5D life is here. So why not have a better way to share with starseeds how to get more into these 5D versions of yourself than to be here? Because this is where it truly begins, and that's what Spirit wants me to do. So I love you guys, and have a beautiful day. Bye.